who's ready for Season 2 of The Last of Us? Oh, boy.
Me, I don't want to see it.
I look at The Last of Us 2 as a watershed moment of division in the gaming community. Like the greater gaming community. I think most people wound up on one side of it, but there's also a lot of diehards who wound up on the other side of it. And of course, in between, you've got the warring factions that are just like constantly just butting heads. To which my whole deal with it is it's the same one that I've had for a while, and it's also the one that me and Drew and you basically all can agree on. The game's okay. At least in my opinion. I give it like a 7 out of 10. It's too long. It focuses way too hard on things that, in all honesty, don't need to be focused on that long. And also, it tries to be preachy, but at the same time, it's just like, violence is bad. Now go kill all those people. It's like, if you really wanted to promote the idea that violence is bad, then you should give Ellie the choice to leave her pursuit of violence and go home. That's the thing. That should have been a choice in the game. Be like, do you wish to pursue this path of violence still, or do you want to go home? That's what. If you really wanted to drag people in to this,
give
action,
you a choice at the ending to actually take the revenge.
Yeah, and then there's that too.
Oh no, it wouldn't be right to take my revenge. Oh yeah, we'll tell that to all the other people you fucking murdered on the way here.
Exactly. Including, but not excluding,
families and friends.
Yeah, including but not excluding a fucking pregnant woman which you beat to death with a lead pipe. Well done. And not only that, but oh wait, no, that was another one. You shot and killed the pregnant woman. I can't. God, it's been so long since I played that game.
I don't know, and I don't care.
It's the and also
I can tell the story's trash without playing it.
I played the first part of it on stream, and then after that I was like, I just want to get through this as quick as possible, and I steamrolled through it. And here's what I'll say: the gameplay, top notch. I mean, the stealth gameplay, the gunplay, everything is top notch. But again,
that's not why you come for a game that has won multiple awards for best storytelling with the first entry.
And here's what I will say. Neil Druckmann is a great storyteller, but he has a problem, which most modern storytellers do, when they try to tell modern gaming stories. Instead of focusing on said story, you instead try to play Infinity Stones with every focus group out there. And this is what always irks me. Instead of treating characters like characters, you're treating them like token characters who are there to represent something that you think needs to be that you, as a person who is in a position that you're in, a position of privilege, Neil Druckmann, that you think you need to be the mouthpiece for. And that's what always irks me. It's just, I remember the moment I was worried about it, it's going to be too focused on the identity politics and stuff like that. And once again, if me talking about this turns you off to this, go right ahead. I don't care. I made it abundantly clear. I don't care about identity politics. I don't care about politics. And if all you're going to do is hoist up and be like, we're the first first game to have a transgender Asian person, it's like, congratulations. What's the story like? Shit, that's what I thought. Okay, congratulations. Hide behind your, hoisting your petard of you being the first to represent this group here that you think you deserve to be the mouthpiece for. Instead, tell a good story. That's all you got to do. Just tell a good story. And you couldn't even do that. Instead, you had to preach to everybody how violence is bad, and then whenever you should give people the choice to take revenge or not, and see what the outcome is of it. Instead, it's like, nope, we're going to preach to you that violence is bad, even though you've been committing horrible acts of violence throughout the entire fucking game. Oh, God. Okay, it's enough of me ranting. Season 2, Last of Us Part 2, or at least The Last of Us. I'm hoping for a divine intervention, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No, they already said they weren't changing the story.
Thanks, Neil.
I don't care at all about this season.
Thanks, Neil.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the birthday flashback.
This is where we live. And what's that?
The fence.
What's inside?
People.
What's outside?
Monsters.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead.
You're gonna lose.
Don't you know what he did? You swore.
Sooner than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Okay. I am usually against studios meddling in final products of stuff like this. Knowing the investment of Pedro Pascal, one of the most popular actors in the world right now, and what is going to happen to Joel in this series,
Metal.
please,
Do it.
please. This is one of the only times I will ever beg a studio to meddle in the creative process of this.
Make something better than what they did with the game.
Yes. And I know there's going to be people out there just be like, but it'll take away from the shock of the whole thing. It'll take away from the overall...
What shock? You already know what happens.
Exactly.
It would be shocking if he didn't die.
I know. And imagine...
By the way, for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about and has only seen the show so far, Joel's going to die really soon.
Spoilers.
In season 2.
Yeah, spoilers for people who've only watched the show and haven't played the games.
And it's trash, and it's unearned, and it ruins the entire thing, basically.
And people who want to say, oh, but it's a different way of telling the story. No, it isn't.
No.
It isn't.
Yeah,
it's a shittier way
bad
of telling
way
the story.
of telling the story.
Exactly. And that's my point. And here's the thing, Neil Druckmann can can hold up whatever, I was like, I want a storytelling award for this. Yeah.
Like, you can already tell from all those scenes where he's not there with Ellie that's exactly what they went with.
You think so, but at the same time, I don't know. Because there's things that I'm seeing in it that I didn't see in the original, like in Last of Us Part 2.
At the very least,
But-
it would be neat if they tried to expand it far enough that they get a second season out of Joel before they actually get to that point in the story where Last of Us 2 actually starts. That would be
Probably.
a good idea for them because they could at least get more out of their investment with Pedro.
Yeah, and here's one thing about it that I'll say as well. The actress who's playing Abby, Caitlyn Dever, I am looking forward to her performance because I like Caitlyn Dever, and I think she's actually going to make Abby more human. She's going to make her a more human character. And nothing against what Laura Bailey did. Laura Bailey was given a shit script for her to follow, and she did it as best as she could. Okay? And Laura Bailey's a tremendous actress. I'm never going to take anything away from her. I love her work on Critical Role. I love her work in Full Metal Alchemist. I love her voice acting work. I love basically almost any. I love her work in the Uncharted franchise.
Voice acting can't bring a badly written character up to being a good character. You know, it doesn't can't fix it being badly written.
It would take a miracle. It would literally take a miracle. And as much of a miracle worker as Laura Bailey and her like friends are and everything, who in the voice acting world, I don't like. You cannot fix what was broken. Mm-hmm. And Abby was a broken character in The Last of Us. And one thing about it that I'm seeing is Abby, I'm seeing her only in the parts that you know, that is in the intro for The Last of Us Part 2. You know, her in the snow and everything. Like right here. I'm seeing her here. I'm seeing her getting chased by the clickers here and everything. I'm seeing her get I'm seeing certain scenes, but I don't see anything beyond that. Also, Tommy fighting off the bloater here.
That would be a crazy twist if they kill Abby instead of Joel, wouldn't it?
Oh boy. This I know
it would piss off a lot of people that actually liked the second game for some god awful reason, but
there are people out there who like that. Me, I thought Abby's character was a broken character. There was something there. There was something there that could have been drawn upon for a good character arc, but instead it was just sacrificed at the effigy of, you know, we must appease the modern audience that doesn't actually exist and doesn't actually buy our games. Yeah.
Well, this is a story about humans surviving in a post-apocalyptic situation, and when they get a character that's so unbelievably like character and not human, you know?
Yeah.
It's like literally a plot device character. Like, it doesn't work in this kind of setting.
I'm seeing here...
storytelling.
Okay. There's things that I'm seeing here. You know, the connections. You know, I can definitely tell here this is him talking to Tommy's son about, you know, what's beyond the wall. Basically, Uncle Joel's story time. And then, of course, Joel giving her the guitar. The dance, or the dance scene and everything. Also, please, for the love of God, just eliminate the line bigot sandwiches. Because that line is so forced and so stupid that it literally caused my brain to just like... I literally about had an aneurysm.
It's pure cringe.
It is. It is and it's like, oh yeah, you get that crusty old man who, you know, is the only one in town who has a problem. It's like, look, here's the thing. People who are stuck in the old ways, the only way they're going to change is if you give them time and you show them that, hey, they're the ones being the jerk. And if you show them, like, once again, people can change. And here's the thing to you people out there who want to pretend that people can't change. They can. I have witnessed it firsthand. I have seen people who I thought were far beyond gone, would never accept like people who were different, you know, whether they're different skin color, religion, sexual orientation, whatever. People can change. And that character, if they would have expanded on him more, and instead of just being like, oh, he's a bigot, oh, he dies, oh, end of story. Instead, show him grow because of his experiences dealing with Ellie and, you know, her girlfriend and everything. It showed like the experiences of that, and it's just like, you know, and it makes his character three-dimensional instead of a two-dimensional hurdy-turdy. I'm the big mean guy here.
Also, why does her girlfriend look way fucking older than her in here?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because Bella Ramsey's just got one of those faces. Bella Ramsey's just got a young face. It's like that permanently like young, like shaped face.
Well, I thought the whole idea was they were going with like Ellie hadn't aged as much in this interpretation of it. It was as far into the future.
Well, it has to be years later because where Joel's talking to. How old does this kid look here?
5 or 6.
Exactly. I would say, well, she was pregnant at the end of the, when we last saw her at the end of the first season, and here she is right here. And here's the kid right here. So, I would say the biggest thing is just 5-6 years have passed.
Yeah, Bella Ramsey with that other girl just looks like a, like a 28-year-old with a freaking, like, 14-year-old. It's creepy.
Well, Bella Ramsey, I think, is like in her 20s now. Hold on, let's see. Bella Ramsey. There she is. Yeah, she's 21. Okay. But she's just got a young face because just like of how her facial structure is. Whereas, let's see, Last of Us. Let's see, who are they getting to play? Okay. Season 2. Dina, there she is. Oh, it's Isabella Merced. Okay. Okay. And she's 23, so only 2 years older.
Fair enough. She just looks a lot older than her in that shot.
Jesse, yeah. Christopher Young, or his stage name Young Mazzino. It's interesting. It's sort of like how Childish Gambino, and he's got his stage name Young Mazzino. That's kind of cool. See, Caitlin Dever is Abby, yeah. And again, I like Caitlin Dever. She's actually a good actress. Catherine O'Hara, Joel's therapist. We saw her in the last trailer. Danny Ramirez, Manny, Mel, Nora, Owen. Oh, yeah. He played Isaac in the video game too. Damn. Joe Pantoliano. Oh, Joe Pantoliano. I wonder if his character's going to be Italian, like he is in every show and movie that he's in. Alana Ubach. Holy shit! I didn't realize that she was going to be in this. All right. Anyway,
Got 3 original characters apparently that were in the game.
well, it's just like what they did in the first series. They changed up certain characters and added in original characters to like expand the world, and I liked that. Whereas what they're doing here, I'm not sure how far they're going to go, but I'm interested to a fault. But please, for the love of God, meddle. Please meddle around. Oh, that's a good sign. Craig Mazin, look who's writing. And then they're only bringing in Neil Druckmann later on. Oh, but Neil's directing an episode.
Neil will just screw up the end of it.
Oh boy. I wonder how far they're going to go. I don't know, but we'll see. We will see. Neil Druckmann wrote the Left Behind episode, and he directed the Infected episode, the second episode of the first season. Interesting. Well, anyway, that's enough of us ranting and raving about The Last of Us, and here's to hoping that Season 2 will change things up a little bit.
Actually, maybe it'd be worth something.
Yep. So, till then, everybody, I am Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care. Peace.